According to Boxing Scene, Tyson Fury versus Tom Schwarz had an attendance of, what's it say here? Well, there were 5,489 tickets sold, according to the final receipts submitted to the Nevada State Athletic Commission, and 1,187 complimentary tickets, so free tickets, were given out, which brings the total attendance of Fury Schwarz to 6,676. And apparently they had announced a sellout crowd of just over 9,000. So apparently, according to this article on Boxing Scene, they were lying about how many people were in attendance. And by the way, the MGM Grand has got a capacity of, 16,000 or something? In fact, I think it's in one of these articles here. Yeah, nearly 17,000 is the capacity of the MGM Grand. But they only sold, 6,500, 7,000 tickets, or, didn't even sell. They sold about 5,500 tickets. And with the number that they gave away, it came to just over 6,500 in attendance. I spoke in a previous video about Bob Arum's comments recently where he said that the Fury Wilder rematch could be this year rather than next year. And I said that it may have something to do with pressure from ESPN because they've forked out a hell of a lot of money for Tyson Fury, ESPN have. They want a return on their investment. And if they're bringing him to the US and they're putting him on at the MGM Grand and he's only bringing in, 5,500 people. The live gate was, what it says here, less than $1 million, just under $900,000. They're not going to be happy with that. And they're going to look at Bob Arum and say, Bob, we need a return on our investment sooner rather than later because we have not recouped, a fraction of what we're paying Tyson Fury at the moment. So, 5,500 tickets sold, that's just simply not good enough. Let's have the Wilder fight this year. Let's see if we can get it done so we can actually start making some money from Tyson Fury. I'm sure it's a long-term plan with Fury and all that kind of business, but even with a long-term plan, you have projected figures. You want to be selling this much and you want to be doing this many pay-per-views or doing this much attendance or this much viewers by this stage of the relationship. Do you understand? So, yeah, I suspect that there may be pressure from ESPN to make Wilder Fury 2 this year rather than next year. That's what I suspect it is. Because the Tom Schwarzes of the world, and again, there may be pressure on Bob Arum, even if Tyson Fury doesn't fight Wilder later on this year, there may be pressure on Bob Arum to put Fury in there against a legitimate opponent. And that is why Jarrell Miller and Kubrat Pulev are now being talked about, because they're legitimate opponents. Not like the Tom Schwarzes of the world. So, be interesting to see what happens. As a boxing fan, I'd rather see Wilder Fury 2 this year than have to wait till next year. So as far as I'm concerned, it's all good in the hood. Bob Arum's problems potentially could be my benefit. I get to see a fight that I want to see sooner rather than later. And that's assuming Deontay Wilder gets past Ortiz if that fight still happens. So, that does have to be said. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section below about all the points raised in this video. It's happening, I'm out. Join me on Patreon. I upload a minimum of 2 podcasts every single week, covering a wide variety of controversial topics, as well as live stream Q&A sessions. Take a look on screen right now at some of the podcasts I've produced so far. For just $3 a month, the equivalent of about £2 a month, you get access to all my new podcasts and my entire back catalogue of past podcasts, including my popular Confessions of a Nightclub Bouncer series. You can listen on your computer or on your smartphone or tablet by downloading the Patreon app from the Google Play Store or the App Store for free. The Patreon app also allows you to download each podcast in MP3. For less than the price of a cup of coffee, you get access to dozens of hours of exclusive content. It's easy to sign up, there's no contract, and you can cancel at any time. So come and join our community of free and critical thinkers by signing up with me here on Patreon today.